Well, damn. Well, damn. I had just finished making a video. And there was my antivirus was in the corner and I wanted to get rid of it, and I ended the video by accident, so I'm having to record this all over again. Good morning, it's Monday. I hope the rest of Monday is not going to go like this. I really do. I hope you're all doing well. I'm here. I'm showing up. I'm a bit better than I was on Saturday, thankfully. I went up and the new oven will be arriving on Wednesday. Yay. That's the soonest that I could get, so yeah. In the grand scheme of things, it wasn't that expensive, but because I don't have a partner or anything like that, I've got to pay for installation and take the old one away, obviously. The WP problems are still ongoing. WP support keep telling me that they can see the comments and they're sending me screenshots saying there's the comments, and as I've told them, the comments, yeah, there is comments there, but not all are getting through. They've just taken the payment for the next year for the domain, so I'm just going to have to grin and bear it and get on with it. Sun shining, but yeah, I always pick myself back up, That is so annoying. I just filmed a 15-minute video and read out quotes. I'm going to read one poem today. I read, yeah, okay. I hope the phone doesn't go while I'm sitting here, because that'll be another annoying thing. I think part of the problem is with me, why I get exhausted, is because I set myself too high standards, because I want so well to do well. I want so much to do well. I don't think my goals are unachievable. I just can't figure out why my books don't sell, and I'm being honest here, and all the time they don't, and I can't understand why. I don't, and it's soul destroying. Bottom line, it's soul destroying when you've put so much effort into it. I do the whole lot myself. I even do the cover myself. It's not like I don't market it, I put 100% effort into it. Okay, I've made more this month in royalties than I ever have, but I just wish that, I could, but then again, there I go again, The quote that I quoted from Brené Brown in the community section, it was, vulnerability is not winning or losing, it's having the courage to show up when you can't control the outcome. And that's basically it in a nutshell. There's nothing in life that you can control. Nothing in life that you can control. Not situations, not how people react to anything that you do. The only thing that you can control is this, and that for me is a big problem for me, because when I get exhausted, this starts working overtime, I'm afraid, and I will go, as well as being exhausted, I would rather self-flagellate than rest. I mean, I cried like a baby all day on Friday, all day, most of the day. You know, when I cry, it's like a dam bursting. But, yeah, it's like a dam bursting. There's nothing in life you can't control, and I can't control it, people not buying my books, and that's it, bottom line. The most important thing is to show up, and that is what Brené Brown is saying. The most important thing to do is show up and give it your all. And there's people, you know, I've got friends on WP whose writing is like, I mean, most of the people they're writing on WP is, and they won't self-publish because they won't try, because I don't know, they don't want to try. I've tried 6 times now, you know. I would rather try and fail than not try at all. But as I say, when I get exhausted, this starts working overtime, I think. And just, yeah. The ego, it's the ego. That's what it is. It's the ego, and the ego will tell you lies. The ego will tell you BS. The ego will... That's the first boo-boo, but I think it might only be the one boo-boo today. The ego will tell you you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you're not deserving of this, you're not deserving of that, and this is where you have to override the ego, which I'm trying to override 2 things here basically, because I'm trying to override what I was told by him, and then I'm also trying to override my own stuff, you know. So, you know, I'm up against it, but I won't give up, and I'll never throw in the towel, and I'll always be here trying my best. And in the grand scheme of things, if I don't sell books, I don't sell books. As long as I enjoy writing, I will always write. I do also get very frustrated when I can't write and my muse is, you know, leaves the building for a few days. And I've learned now not to do that and not to get frustrated with that. If my muse wants to play ball, then she will play ball, and I will go with what she's telling me to write. But I know now not to try and write if I can, and try and, you know, drag words out of thin air when there's just nothing there. You know, I used to be able to write 4 or 5 poems a day, and now you're lucky if I can write 1 a day, and there I go again, I start beating myself up. You have to silence the ego. You don't listen to the ego. The ego's just the ego's an idiot, you know. You trust your soul. You trust what you feel in your heart and your soul and your gut and your intuition. And my soul and my gut tells me that I was put here to write. My gut and my soul tells me that I was put here to inspire others, to give hope to others that have been in a similar situation to me. My soul and my gut recently told me that I don't want to work in my voluntary job anymore, and I decided to withdraw my services from my voluntary job. Again, it's the balance thing. Everything in your life has to be balanced. Each part of your life, you draw a circle and you make sure equal parts, and this is where I go wrong, because I want so much for my writing to do well, I spread myself over all these platforms in a vain attempt to thinking that the more, you know, the more, I'm sorry, there is a word for it, the more exposure that I get, I will do well, and it's never going to be like that. All I can do, as I say, is show up, and give it my all. And if I give it my all and I still fail, hey ho, I've not failed. I've not failed because I showed up. And that is all you can do. That is all you can do in any area of your life. But do not listen to this ego bitch. Go with what you feel in your heart and soul and your intuition. And if it feels right, you go with it. And don't let anybody say, don't let anybody, stand there and say, oh, you never, and you're never, and you're never, and, that's not right. And don't. You are the captain of your ship. You are the captain of your ship, not anybody else. You can ask people for advice, but you are the captain of your ship. And if it feels right for you, you do it. You do it. So, 12 minutes nearly. I'm going to finish up now. And I know hopefully it's not, it's not as bad as the one that I made on Saturday, I know. But, again, as I say, I'm only human. Keeping it real always, So I wrote this one last night, but it's not actually the way I was feeling last night, I probably might have wrote something like this on Friday night when the tears were pouring, but if I get a spark of anything in the head, I have to take the spark, because sometimes there's no spark, and I don't want to lose my writing ability. I don't want to lose it completely, and I think that could happen if you don't write at least one, even if it's only like one every couple of days. So this poem is called Suddenly I See. Upon the jagged edges of serrated knives I choose to cry, drowning in the ocean of my pain. I need to escape. Waves pull me under as the sea turns red. I am now closer to my end, released from the prison that often constricts my mind. Within this abyss I can breathe. Beneath the detritus there is nothing to fear. Then a light appears. It beckons. I return to dry land. Those prison bars are only thoughts created by me. To survive, I must open my eyes to allow my soul to be free. Suddenly I see. And that's the thing. Listen to your soul. Don't listen to this nonsense up here. Don't. You listen to your heart and you listen to your soul. And if your heart and soul are telling you something, and they're telling you to do something, whatever it is, do it. Don't listen to this, because you'll get dragged into a vortex of, self-flagellation, overthinking. Yeah. And it's not. It's just, it's not. I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good week. I don't know when I'll be back. As I say, I've got the cooker coming Wednesday. I want to go to the crematorium this week because I never went last week, and it's not in Musselburgh, it's in Edinburgh, and I need to get 2 buses, and it takes me, So yeah, I don't know when I'll be back, but I always post stuff in the community section, you know, to try and give a boost to anybody that needs it. And also the coffee site is good to go. The coffee site is good to go if anybody wants to jump over to coffee and have a look. I'll see you next time, guys. Whatever you're doing, just be gentle with yourself. You can only do what you can only do. We're only human. From flesh and bones made. See you soon, and take good care.